Hello, medical freedom advocates in Pennsylvania. It's Stevie here with the PCIC Legislation Committee, and I just wanted to take a couple of minutes to share with you some information about our most recent action alert for the month of March. It has a couple of new items on it that are different from February's action alert, but it still focuses on House Bill 2013, which is Representative Russ Diamond's constitutional amendment bill, which will, if voted on, passed, and then voted on by we the people on our ballot, it would amend the Pennsylvania state constitution to include medical freedom, which would be incredible for us here in our great Commonwealth. Some information about that bill. In order for that to end up on our ballot, first it needs to go through a little bit of a different process than a regular bill. And that is that it needs to be passed through the House and the Senate in 2 consecutive sessions without any amendments. So the very same bill has to pass through 2 consecutive sessions of the House and the Senate without any changes or amendments. A session in Pennsylvania, a legislative session in Pennsylvania, is 2 years long. And right now, here in March of 2022, we are in the 2nd year of the current legislative session. So it needs to pass through the House and the Senate without any changes this year. And then at the beginning of 2023, at the beginning of a new legislative session, it needs to then pass through the House and the Senate without any changes, the same exact bill. And then the earliest that it could appear on our ballot would be the spring of 2023 for us to vote on. And hopefully, just like we voted on to limit the governor's powers in an emergency in the spring of 2021, hopefully that would be voted on and affirmed by we the people to write medical freedom into our state constitution, which would be incredible. So that would be awesome. All right, so our March action alert involves a couple of new phone calls that add on to our phone calls that we made last month for February. So we want to start to call House leadership and ask them to bring House Bill 2013 to a full House vote. That means we need to call Speaker Brian Cutler and Majority Leader Carrie Benninghoff. Their phone numbers are included in our March action alert, and there's even a little script there for you to use if you need to, or to give you an idea of how to ask or what to ask, which we want them to bring House Bill 2013 to a full House vote. And then if you are one of their constituents, so if you live within Speaker Cutler's District 100 or Majority Leader Benninghoff's District 171, then be sure to mention that when you call as well. Then we also want you to contact your own representative. If you did that last month and you haven't heard back from them, then it's a good idea to follow up with a phone call and ask for follow-up, because you want to know where they stand with House Bill 2013. If you didn't get to call them last month, no problem, but be sure to try and give them a call this month. And you want to ask them for their support on House Bill 2013 through co-sponsoring and by voting yes when it comes to a full House vote. So we want to call the House leadership, that's Speaker Brian Cutler, Majority Leader Carrie Benninghoff, and then call your own representative. Okay, when you call House leadership, we're asking them to bring HB 2013 to a full House vote. And when you call your own representative, you're asking them to support HB 2013 by co-sponsoring and voting yes when it comes to a full House vote. Then the fourth thing that we're asking everyone to do is to set up a meeting with your representative in order to be able to truly convey to him or her how important medical freedom is to you and your family, and why this bill being passed and allowing us, we the people, to vote on it is so very, very important. We believe and we know that there is a compelling case for medical freedom to be written into our Pennsylvania state constitution. But it starts with us doing some of the groundwork and laying the foundation with our own representatives by sharing with them why this is an important issue to us. And sharing those stories with them can be really, really impactful. So never underestimate what sharing your story with your representative can really do. It holds weight and it has power. Our stories matter. So we would love for you to set up a meeting to meet with them, either in person in their district office, or you can also set it up virtually. If you have other people that you know are medical freedom advocates or like-minded in your area, and in their district as well, it's a really great way to kind of break the ice by doing it together in a group. I know when I first started meeting with my representative and senator, I did so with a friend who also lives in the district here with me. And we prepared for the meeting together. Then we went to the meeting together, and it just made it easier. And it made it a little less daunting to know that I wasn't going into a new situation all by myself. PCIC also has a lot of resources for you on our website. There's a document that talks about what to do before meeting with your representative or senator, during the meeting, and then how to even follow up after the meeting to get the most out of that experience. So be sure to check out the resources that we have for you on the website as well. And one other option is if you don't have someone else in your representative's district that is like-minded with you, then another option is if you set that meeting up virtually, one of us from the PCIC Legislation Committee would be possibly be available to join the meeting with you as well and to help you walk you through that process. So know that you're not alone. We want to see you be successful meeting with your legislators. So all you have to do is reach out to PCIC and we will connect you in with the legislation committee. So make sure you're signed up for our action alerts. This is a really exciting time for medical freedom in Pennsylvania. I believe we are the only state that has a bill like this even started. So we are very excited and we really would love to see movement happen with this. But that has to start with each of us taking the time to make some phone calls, set up some meetings, and to be brave and to share our stories. Medical freedom advocates in Pennsylvania, we can do this. We can see medical freedom written into our state constitution. So take the time today, make some phone calls to our House leadership, make a phone call to your representative. This is possible. We can do this. Have a wonderful day. Be sure to reach out if you have any questions and share your stories through social media. Have a wonderful day.